That's how it goes when you wanna participate in evil. Niggas never learn. Lord try to speak, but you niggas never heard. So it's time that you feel and you have to make it burn. Burn, burn, down to the core. Won't answer your calls or answer the door. Gotta watch some other nigga take away what's yours.
They can say that this happened to their people, right? The slavery, colonialism, right? They can, you agree, right? So, can I show you that this is actually prophesied to happen in the Bible? You ever heard that before? No. Let's read that. Let's read it. We're going to show you in the Bible that this slavery, colonialism, the destruction of our people is prophesied to happen in the Bible.
Right.
We're going to read it, sister. This is the secrets that the Most High God can reveal to you.
Right.
Right, let's read. This is Deuteronomy 28. You got that? Verse 15? Yeah. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So, cause if your dad tells you go do something, you don't do, what's gonna happen?
What did you say, sorry?
If your papa, he tells you to do something and you don't do it, what's gonna happen?
He's gonna get upset.
And you keep on doing it, and then what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Right, that's normal, right? So the Most High God, because we didn't listen to his house rules, he said, look, this is gonna happen to you. Right, we're gonna show you now. Right, give me verse 33.
Right.
Verse 33.
Yeah.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall another nation which thou knowest not eat up. So the fruit of your land is the minerals, oil, right? The labor, the works. Somebody else from another place is gonna come and he's gonna take that. Diamonds, the gold. Do the people in, you say Guinea, right? Do they benefit from the minerals that are in the land there?
No.
Who's benefiting from the minerals?
The other people that they're coming.
Who's the other people then?
Huh?
Okay. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. The Bible said that they're going to be what? Oppressed and crushed always. Which people in the earth today are known for being oppressed and they have to go around and they have to march like this because they're being oppressed so much? What people is that? What people are known for being oppressed? You might know. What people are oppressed throughout the world and they have to say Black Lives Matter. They put their fist up like this because they're oppressed. Which people is that? Okay, we'll take that, so-called Africans, because you can see through colonialism they have been destroyed and depleted. But who's the people that done that?
America.
Okay. France, yeah. German. Okay. What do all these? Yeah, Portuguese. What do all these people have in common? There's France. What you say? They're white. Okay, that's interesting. That you said that. I didn't say that.
I said that.
Okay, cool. Let's read verse number 37. Right? And thou, verse 37.
Right.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. So the Lord said that these are Israelites. These are God's chosen people. It says that they're going to be a proverb and a byword. Which people is that? Who's known? If I go to a certain country, they would call me a Negro.
Nigga.
Which people? That's black people. Blackie.
Darky.
Right.
A proverb.
Right, a proverb. These are proverbs and bywords that we're known by. Right.
Black people like watermelon.
Give me the verse 68.
Fried chicken.
Right. The point we say this, sister, is that all of this is showing what our true nationality. Who we really would be according to the words of God. Right, give me John 8 and 32. Verse what? 68. Verse 68. Yeah. Listen, sister. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Right, so do you know about the Israelites in Egypt in the book of Deuteronomy? Right? You remember about Moses? He said, let my people
Go.
Yeah. They let people go. Because the Israelites, they were slaves. So, you understand? You never seen Prince of Egypt?
Yeah.
Where they split the sea and the Israelites walk through because the Pharaoh is chasing them.
Yeah.
that's when they came out of slavery. Isn't it weird that those Israelites have the same spirit as so-called black people who went into slavery as well, where we're currently, remember it said we're going to be oppressed and crushed always. We're always trying to fight for our rights to be delivered out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
So this is showing you that Egypt is synonymous with slavery. You better, you know what I'm saying? I'll come behind the door, right? So it says we're going to go back into Egypt. We're going to go back into Egypt again with what?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Which people, let's turn this around so we can get the message. Which people went into slavery on slave ships? You know about the transatlantic slave trade, the sub-Saharan slave trade. All these different slave trades show you that certain people would go into slavery on slave ships. Which people?
Your friend said to the American.
How did they get to slaves get to America? Because even they swim.
Did he fly there, teleport?
How they get?
How did these slaves get to America?
Right.
How did this make you go to America? With the boats.
Right, boats.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. The transatlantic slave trade, right? You see here, the sub-Saharan slave trade, right? This is prophesied in the Bible.
Yes.
That the Israelites would go into slavery on slave ships.
Yes.
Right? Again. Right, with ships. But this is talking about the Israelite sister.
Right.
And you said you're from Guinea. You speak French? What language? What language you speak?
I speak English, Italian, a little bit of Spanish,
Yeah. What languages commonly known in the land of Guinea?
French.
French, because who colonized your people?
French people.
And then they done what? They sold you into slavery on slave ships. That's why you got people in America, people in South America, right? But that's what the Bible says, sister. The Bible says that your people are going to go into slavery again on slave ships, right?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Meaning that no one's going to redeem you. So your people were sold into slavery, right, as bondmen, slave men and slave women, and no one would redeem you, because till this day, have we had reparations and retribution for what happened to our people? Have we been saved yet? We haven't got, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Has anyone come to save us and say, here's your money, here's what you, because some of these governments, you go to certain places, they don't even let you go in. They'll send you back on a boat.
Yeah.
Even though you struggle to get to that land, they'll send you back. So that shows you that we haven't been delivered yet.
I ain't gonna lie.
Right?
I put that in one of my songs too.
See that?
Give me that. If you don't mind me performing one of my verses, I don't mind.
832, sorry. Right? And sister, what this is that we're teaching you is that your nationality is found in the Bible.
Right.
Because this is to the Israelites. This is talking about the Israelites.
Yes.
Right? And you know that the Israelites, right, were called nigger.
Woo!
You ever heard that before? They were called nigger. Right? We're going to show you.
Right.
Negro. They were called negro. Right? Negroni, as they may say in Italian. Right? It's Italian.
This is John 8 and verse 32.
Yeah.
And ye shall know the truth,
Yeah.
and the truth shall make you free.
See that? So when we're telling you this, it's not because we're lying. We're telling you the truth. Because you can go and look up the history about certain countries in West Africa, all over Africa, in the Americas, the people that were taken into slavery on slave ships. It's to give you the truth, sister. We just want to tell you the truth and show you, look, you'd be an Israelite.
Right.
Right? You got that?
It's the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Right.
Now there were in the church
Yeah.
that was at Antioch
Yeah.
certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon,
Right.
that were called nigger.
That was called what?
That were called nigger.
So in the Bible, let her read it. If she let
And
her
that's
read
what
it.
the scholars. The scholars also say that means black
So
man
in the
when they
first
say nigger.
verse, it says that it's calling them black man. You ever seen that before, sister? Acts 13 and 1. Right? So these people in the Bible, they're called black. You ever heard of that before? See that? Speak in the tongue. See that? So that shows you that this is a what then? If they're the prophets, they're called black men, right? Is this not a black history book then? This is a book about black people. Because look at these Russian icons, where they show you the image of Jesus Christ. Do you know Jesus was black as well?
I heard about that.
Can we show you that? Give me Revelation 1. We're there. Right? Jesus was black.
Right.
Right? That's what the Bible says. Let's read that.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Jesus Christ had white and woolly textured hair. Right? So you know, like a sheep. Right? What people have woolly hair? What color people have woolly hair? You say what, sorry? Black people.
That's right.
So let's turn this one around as well. Right. See that? So
Even your beard gets woolly.
but right, so
Even your
in the
beard gets woolly.
Vatican, right? Even in the Vatican, right? They have the image of the Black Madonna. Right? You know about the Black Madonna? You might know about it. The Black Madonna, right? When they have Mary, the baby Jesus. Right.
Where?
You know
The
about in the Vatican, they know about these images. Right? Someone put it up, I'm not sure. About the Black Madonna. Right? Where they will show you that Jesus Christ said, well, these are, there we go, yeah, perfect. Hey, we don't even need to pull it up, man.
Right here.
See that? Hey, right there. Right there. See that? So the Black Madonna,
Yeah.
right? So it shows you that these people in the Bible, they must have been what people then? Who were these people? Were they white people? Like they depict it, and they say this is a Jesus Christ here?
That's not woolly hair.
That's not
stringy
woolly hair. That's not woolly hair, sister. So
No,
can
no,
that be
no,
Jesus Christ? So who made up this lie? Who told us this lie about Jesus Christ being white?
Let's continue.
Give me Isaiah 20.
White like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet.
And he's what?
And his feet
Yeah.
likened to fine brass.
You know what fine brass is? You know what color brass is? With a BRAAS, right? Brass. This is brass. This is brass. This is what Jesus Christ, Hazel Crystal, right? He had feet like unto fine brass. So who would make this image and tell us to worship this image? Who would do that? What people? What did you say, sister? Hey, see what she said? She said what, sorry? White people
See
done
that?
Right. Why do you think they done that?
Get power.
To get power.
That's right. Now
Right, see that? Thou sayest to get power. That's true. Because they use this image to what? To subjugate us. And it's really going back to white supremacy. Right? And it makes us hate ourselves.
Right.
We look at each other and think we're not in the image of God.
Right.
When you look at Adam, he was made from the dust of the ground.
Right.
And out of our people, so-called black people, we have the epitome of beauty.
Right.
We have melanin.
Right.
Right? We can go in the
Juicy
sun.
lips.
Right, man. We look the best. We are the best. Hey, we're the best, man. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Hold Deuteronomy 7. What do you say, sorry?
I said that is true.
You said it's true. We look the
what
best.
you said.
You say we look the best. See that? It's cleaving, man. Right, we finish that.
Right? His feet likened to fine brass.
Is he
as if
blushing
they
in that?
burned- Sister, listen, sister. Go on, go on.
I do listen.
And his feet likened to fine brass, right? As if they burned in a furnace.
How dark?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So Jesus Christ was so dark, it looked like it burned. It looked so dark. And they say there's a term that they say black don't crack. So Jesus Christ, he looked amazing. And we are made in the image of God. So we look amazing too. Right? Let's read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6.
Right.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right? So the Israelites, they're a holy people. Meaning they're set apart. Meaning how they cook. Who cooks better than you? Who cooks? Can she cook better than you?
I don't know.
Who cooks better?
Yeah.
Can you cook better than her? See that? Right? Who cooks better than your auntie? Your mum. Right? No one can cook better than your auntie, your mum. You can what? Yeah. She's taking it there. Right. So the Bible says that these people are holy. Right? They're set apart, they're different. even ethnically, even morally, we are different. Because we can see that there's injustices in the world, and even though it might not be our people, we still want to stand up for it and fight for it.
Right.
We have morality as a
Right.
people. A lot of other nations, they don't have morality. They don't care. They just say, oh, what it is, what it is.
And they'll do incest and all of that stuff.
Yeah, madness. We're gonna make it.
But even on that point as well, as you said, we have morality. Like the stuff that's happening in Congo, and how are we sticking up for Palestine more than we're sticking up for Congo?
Yeah. It's a, you know, you have family in Congo. Whoa. Hold on. What do you mean by that?
I think she said.
No, she said what happening.
What's happening?
Did you say what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a genocide, right? Which is really orchestrated by these elites and these people in high places that are trying to steal minerals to build up your iPhones, right? And your Samsungs, right? At the end of the day, Samsung and iPhone, yeah, we both hate them, man, right?
Right.
They're trying to build, they're using these minerals, right? Turn this around, Brother Bashar, right? When you look here, you'll see even in the 1900s, I believe it is, right? In the 1800s, 1900s, you had the Belgium. They came over to Congo and they started chopping people's arms off if they didn't get enough rubber.
Right.
So that shows you that somebody is orchestrated against so-called black people the downfall of their race and the downfall of their people, right? And that's why we're confused today, right? Because we don't even know who we are. Right?
Even the letter of Leopold.
God, right? Because you know about King Leopold? Right, do your research. You probably might cry about it. You might cry when you read about how many people killed. If you didn't collect enough rubber, right, they would cut your arm off and they give it to your dad, man. Right? Look at this. This is how they show you in the museums in Belgium. How they got the fingers of these people that are on the museum.
That's this part. That's that part. That's this part here. They have it on a museum like outside, all over. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And they'll have these, when you go to Belgium, they'll show you these chocolate hands. And they will sell them so you can buy them and eat them.
Never.
It's a mockery. It's a mockery to show, look, this is what we've done to you.
That's
and like
mad.
you said, and that was all done by what race of people?
Come
Who
on
done
now.
that? Right?
Come on now.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
What did the Lord say?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So which nation of people, who's different to everybody in the earth? Which people would you say is they're just amazing in what they do? In sports, dance,
Trendsetting,
music,
fashion,
cooking, inventions, many things. Had many kingdoms.
So many inventions.
The traffic light, spatulas,
Which people
hey,
would
light
that-
bulb.
Which people would that be? Right? Which people? So-called, right? So-called black people. We are these great people that the Bible was talking about. Our history is in and out of the scripture system. Right? You have any questions? You sure? You have any? You look like you might have a question.
Yeah, she looks like she has a question.
Many, but at the same time, it would take a long time to speak about.
You can answer one if you want. Anyone. Right?
I don't know how to put it in the right way.
You tell her and she'll tell us.
Yeah, don't feel afraid. Right? See that? And that's really, like it says in Esther, right? It says that the fear of the Jews fell upon them.
They converted.
Right, it says the fear of the Jews fell upon them.
Right.
And they converted and they followed after our ways. But you were going to say your question?
There will ever be love and equality only. There will ever
Give
be.
me Revelation.
What did you say?
Will there ever be love and equality? Ever in the world?
When the righteous rule.
Okay, so will there ever be? So the thing is, the foundation of the world was never built upon love. The creation of because it was. Give me Ezekiel 25, because the reason the foundation there would never be that, right? Give me Matthew 10 and 34. The reason why there's never going to be that is because the foundation has been this. The foundation has always been a perpetual hatred towards a specific lineage of people. So there's always an envying of I want what they have. I want to be like them. I can't be them. Yeah, that's it. And we go. That's.
Did he just bring out that precept? Proverbs 29 and 2.
Hey,
You're dark. He's dark.
See that?
Stop.
Just read that.
Shadow realm.
Ezekiel 25. I think it's
It's always the quiet ones, fam. It's always the quiet ones, fam. It's the quiet ones, fam. You gotta watch out for them, man, fam. Just in the back. Nah, but he's got. I had to type that in to see the precept. This guy knew off the top of the dome.
Hatred.
The hell?
I think it's Ezekiel as well, right? You got that? Where you got it from?
Matthew 10 verse 34.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 34.
Sister, come see.
Wait. You want to give the truth? She on the phone? She said no. She said no. You find that piece of right, you're done. Right, so cool. So we're gonna answer your question about will there ever be equality according to what the Most High God has said, right? So let's read.
Can I read this side of me? Oh,
Ready? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 34. So this is to answer your question. This is Christ speaking, right?
Yeah. Chris.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
So Christ said, don't think that I'm gonna come and be make everyone hold hands together. We're gonna be all happy families because somebody has to pay. We haven't had reparations. We're the only nation that hasn't been given reparations in the world. The government said they're not gonna give us reparations. Right, man.
Don't think that I've come to send peace on earth.
right.
I have come not to send peace, but a sword. But a sword.
So Christ has said he's come to send a sword. I mean, that's to sever people from other people. To divide people. Because it's not about being all one people. Because if we were all one people, this wouldn't have happened.
Right.
See that? And the sword is judgment. That sword really is the judgment that the Lord has set up. Because, for example, people's forefathers haven't given back the riches that they've taken from our lands, the minerals, the golds, the children that have been killed in these countries, mining for for oil, to make your phones, to make your laptop. These children are dead. Right? There's no where's the reparations? Right?
It said that in the curses that would happen.
It's also a metaphor for saying truth.
Remember what we read in Deuteronomy, sister, when we went into another nation that we don't know will come and take the things of our land, the fruit of our land, and we won't benefit of it. When we were talking about our inventions that we have, all the things that we produce, these nations, they're the only ones that benefit from it. We make all these things.
We made the traffic light, man.
The traffic light, we made the cars, everything. We made these things. We don't benefit from that. What so-called black car manufacturer is there?
So that shows you that we are yet to be given back what was rightfully ours.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right? Let's read what you.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Whoa, reload that.
Verse Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and in the time that their iniquity had an end.
So it says that there's been a people that has had a perpetual hatred. They've always hated us. They just hate us for some reason. We don't even do nothing.
Right.
We just stand there and they'll put like a knee on this guy's neck, man, and they killed him.
So he
they'll
died.
kill these. Well, look what they done to Martin Lawrence. I don't know if you know about Martin Lawrence. He didn't do nothing. He's walking home. Stephen Lawrence, excuse me. Stephen Lawrence. He didn't do nothing. It was a black guy. He's walking home, and they killed him, man. It was an injustice for no reason. They have a perpetual hatred, and they're known for slaying the sons of Israel.
Even on that point,
the daughters of Zion. Go on, King.
even on that point, did you know that the Belgian people, they had human zoos? The German people had human zoos.
See that?
Where they got Congolese people and they put them in those human zoos. And also, it was what's his name? The Nazi guy, Hitler.
Hitler. He was the.
Hitler's the one that seen it, and he's the one that got rid of it. He's the one that abolished the human zoos.
So it shows you that this whole thing of being equal and one is never possible, because there's always people that want and desire more. Like
that
Esau,
precept
right?
29.
Right? Esau desires more, right? But we're fighting for the laws of God. We want to be delivered from this place. So we have to keep the commandments of the Most High God. That's what we say, right? And then, Lord willing, that's answered. Has that answered your question? Right? How does that sound? Does it sound scary? Do you not like it? Hey, Jesus, man. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. But it's just, give me Revelation 13 and 10 as well.
This is the book of Proverbs 29 and verse 2.
Right.
When the righteous are in authority,
When the what?
when the righteous are in authority,
Right.
the people rejoice.
So when the righteous, which the righteous really goes back to the Israelites, the sons of God, when the Israelites, which would be us, right, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, when we are in authority, right, the people are gonna celebrate. There's not gonna be anybody that's sleeping outside, right? We're gonna look after our servants, man, right? Lord, when they're in subjection, we're gonna look after the people. When we're in rulership, because even when we were in rulership, even during the time of the Great Depression, we ruled mightily, but people came and destroyed the Black Wall Street. So when we rule, you're gonna see this place is gonna be clean, man. Right? This floor is not sparkling, man, and it's this floor is gonna be clean, man.
Right.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah. See, he said, trust me, man. Hey, that's the spirit. Right? He said, trust me. The place is gonna be clean. You're gonna have him do with it, right?
And it says, but when the wicked beareth rule,
But when the what?
but when the wicked beareth rule,
Yeah.
the people mourn.
See that?
So when whoever the wicked is, when they're in authority, this is what happens.
And wars,
Wars, wickedness.
destruction,
That's what
weaponry.
happened. That's what happened when King. You know about Alexander the Great, so-called Alexander the Great, right? You know about Alexander the Great, right? Well, look him up. When he came into power, that's when many evils came on. Yeah. When he came on the scene, he was swift as an eagle. He was Alexander the Great. He's a war general. He's really where so-called white people, they say they come from him. He got down, right? How he took Alexander the Great. You ever heard of him? Yeah. So when he came into the world, right? Let's get that in First Maccabees. We're gonna show you when he came into the world, many evils multiplied. That's it. There were evils going on in the world when he came into power, and that's the same thing that happened here. When people came into power, look what happened to our people.
What happened to the world?
What happened to man? Now they're saying there's pollution. Now they're saying about this cow, the cow thing, man. Don't brother seen that about cows? Apparently they're farting too much.
Yeah.
See, man. They're trying to put methane, and now they're trying to pollute the food that we eat. Right? Now people are putting their milk down the drain because they can't eat it because they're using chemicals or something to put into these cows. So that shows you, and who's the people that are ruling the earth today? Who's ruling the world today? You got Jeremiah 24. Who's running the world today? What people?
They conquered the whole earth.
Yeah, but who's running it today? You know?
Depends what you mean with that.
So which race of people are running the world?
I think Asia.
Asian.
Yeah.
We are dark. I mean, Moab's got their thing, right? In comparison to the Americas, Britain, the West, NATO, Russia.
Other nations.
Yeah.
They're big.
And they're in confederation.
Their technology and they have their arms, but they're still under.
Yeah.
You know, they're still under white nations.
Because even on that point, remember, that's a good point. They're linked up with Russia.
That's right.
Right.
So it shows you that there's always a who at the end of the stick. What race of people is always there?
The big dog.
Why?
White people, yeah, like you said, they're always there. When you go into Africa, all these things were done by them, man.
Right.
The missionaries.
France has this. Spain has this.
Right, man.
England has this one. America has this one.
Yeah.
Literally the whole world.
Portugal has this one.
The whole world up.
Yeah, and I think, and even in Italy, they're very racist.
Many places I hear that.
Are you racist? Do you like black people? Right? Do you care about black people? Are you sorry for this? Like, are you sorry for that? Are you sorry that happened to us? All right. Right? Let's read that.
This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
Right.
And his servants bare rule everyone in his place.
Right.
And after his death they put crowns upon themselves.
Right.
So did their sons after them
Go on.
many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
See that? So when he came into power, evil was on the earth, man. See that? So that's showing you that the same spirit is in fluctuation today, right? And we'll give you one more.
So earlier in the conversation, I remember you said, because I like to listen, you said something like, you know, white people, when we were speaking about the image of Christ and that not being the correct image, right? You were saying that they did this to, like, you know, confuse people, to control. You said control, right? Power, to gain power, right? Over the real people, right? So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 4, right? So this is book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 4. They have said, come. So these are the other nations, right? Speaking about the Israelites, right? All these nations have come together, right? And then this is what they say. They have said, come. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us what?
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
So these people, the United Nations, right? They're in one consent, and they say we can't let these black people find out who they are.
Right.
Let's keep feeding them and putting diseases in their countries, man. They make and manufacture these diseases and then throw it over there and then just disappear, man, like nothing's happened.
They want to feed us dog food.
Yeah, man. And they just say, okay, what? Hey, wait, you got that XY5, and they give me the XY5, and I kind of dump it in a plane in some country in Africa, and now all these, like, look what they've done in Brazil.
Monkeypox, man.
Remember in Brazil they had the thing with the babies and they had these big heads, right? I don't know if you brothers remember that. You know, in Brazil they had the babies were having diseases, right? And their heads, I believe they were really small or really big. Don't know if you know about that, innit? Right? You gotta look into that.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Right? They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against them.
So they're against us. They're against the Israelites. They're against our people. That's why they done this to us. So there has to be a retribution and a judgment for that. Right? Let's end on. We'll close out on Revelation 13 and 10. Right? This is the last verse. Right? This is the last verse. Right? You got a question, sister?
The 12 gates of...
Yeah, give me that. Yeah. So in the kingdom of heaven, right?
Bro, I didn't even know if there. See, there's not one gate. See that?
Was you a... Sister, we're going to show you in the Bible, sister.
It's about to get dark.
We love you so much, we're going to show you. And that's the mind you have to have. Right? Because, was you a Catholic, sister? Are you a Catholic? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to show you what the Bible says.
Even before that, like, you know, because of what your friend was saying about her question about love, when are we going to love or come together, would that ever be a point, right? Now, a lot of Christians and people that, you know, like Catholics, they believe that there's one gate to heaven,
big gate,
and everybody can just hold hands, skip into it, right? But with that, the Bible doesn't say that, and also people believe anybody can get into heaven, right? All you have to do is believe, and be a good person. No, just be good, and we all just go. We live, but I'm saying that's what some people, right? Now, a lot of people believe that there's one gate to heaven. There's one way to heaven, and that's it, right?
That's free. Let's see what the Bible says.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 21, and verse 12. And had a wall, great and high. Sis, why does heaven have a wall? Why does heaven have a wall, great and high? What's a wall, great and high? Like, what's a wall for? A wall, like a high wall. What's that wall? Wall.
Yeah, like if you have like a big fence around
a wall.
Yeah. What's it for?
What's that?
No, our accent, that's why. It's a proper wall.
So like if you have a garden and you have like a big fence around the garden because there's stuff inside not everybody can get to. That's what we're saying, that there's a big wall. Not everybody can come inside. Like, you know, in a shop or a club.
For protection.
Okay, for protection.
See that?
For protection, right? To keep what? To keep something out, like from coming in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that shows you that not everybody can get in.
See that?
Like Chris Brown said.
And a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
How many gates?
12 gates.
What chapter?
It's the book of Revelation.
See that? She wants to see that.
Revelation chapter 21, starting from verse 12.
This is where this is all coming
You
out.
get spooky. Hey, Sakari.
Scary hours.
Oh, speaking of car.
Right.
Get him.
So, see that? Chabeza going to a meme fam.
Yeah.
KJV, but it's going to be the same thing either way. So it says Revelation 21 and verse 12.
Let's start that again.
No, reload it.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 21.
Oh yeah. Sister.
Chapter 21.
Sister, look, here in the Bible.
So you can be with me, man.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
How many?
12 gates.
Yep.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
Right.
So it says that it had. Yeah.
They're trying to figure this thing out.
Maybe we gotta figure this thing out.
You gotta figure this thing out.
Searching the scriptures.
Yeah.
Right.
Daily.
Oh, snap.
We're gonna show you what we are. So it says that there's 12 gates, right? And then it says that there's 12 angels at the gates. An angel is like a security guard.
Right.
He stands there and he says, okay, cool.
Right.
What's your name? He's gonna say, what's your name? You're gonna say, okay, so and so. Okay, cool, go. Hold on. And they're gonna say, okay, you might be an Edomite. And they'll say, oh, and then all the angels are gonna jump on you and they're gonna take you somewhere else.
Jungle gym.
The schoolyard,
Schoolyard.
right?
That's the Bible.
This is the Bible, Revelation 21 and 12.
Read it again. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 12. Sister, listen. Right?
Yeah.
And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
How many gates?
12 gates. And at the gates, 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. The 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So the kingdom of heaven has 12 gates for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, which you would be, sister. You would be an Israelite. Right? But sister, that's all good to know that though. You have to do something to get that. Give me
That's
end
right.
on this. Matthew 19 and 16. Right? We're not gonna, this is what we have to do. Right? And you have to follow too. The Lord, when you have to follow, you have to keep the commandments as well.
Right. And you
Right.
have to be up with her.
You have the commandments. Huh? Are we talking to you? This is for you too
as well.
You have to keep the commandments too.
No, it's a question because
So I'm saying that you have to keep the commandments as well, right? You have to keep the commandments too. Because if you don't keep the commandments, right, you ain't even gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's what the word of God says. Not even just the Ten Commandments, even outside of that. Because for example, there's something like not eating pork, that's a sin. Anything that's contrary to what the God says, that would be a sin. Read First John 3 and 4.
This is Matthew 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
There's a thing that we need to do to get into the kingdom of heaven, right? We have to do something. You can't just get good grades if you don't revise, right? You have to do revision. Same way if you want to be a good swimmer, you have to practice, right? Go on.
Verse 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Keep the commandments.
You got to keep the commandments of God.
Right.
But do you know any of the commandments? But we was going to end on that. But do you know any commandments? Can I show you 3?
If you give her a leaflet though, it is on there.
I'll give you 3
I
commandments.
forgot them. I don't.
She said 10. That's what we had. She said about 10 commandments.
Oh no, it's okay.
Okay.
I got it, but I need to process it.
The reason why the brother mentioned that there's more than 10 is because a lot of Christians, they just be like, oh yeah, they hear commandments and they think 10 commandments and that's it.
Yeah.
But for example, things like, let's say,
Being gay.
pedophilia, for example.
Yeah.
Right? That's can we be pedophiles? But that's not part of the 10. Do you understand? But it's a commandment.
I mean,
Being a homosexual is a sin, right? That's not part of the 10.
Right.
Do you understand? So when Christians say, oh, all you have to do is follow the 10 Commandments, does that mean that you can do everything else?
See that?
Does that mean you can lie with an animal?
I confuse things.
So that's why the problem is.
We'll show you one last one and then we'll give you a leaflet.
Because I need. No, if
It's the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Give her a leaflet.
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. I read it, this is the last one.
Last one.
1 John chapter 3 verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is breaking God's commandments, right? Take a leaf, right? On there there's some commandments, right? Look at them together, see the commandments, learn the commandments, right? Right? You understand that? So we will be the Israelites. No, he's not.
What country?
Morocco, bro, Morocco.
He's Arab. Right? So, right? So she's reading the commandments, right? So with that, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Yahushua Salakia, right? She got a question? Okay, we let her digest that, right? All praise to the Most High. Okay. Alright, all praise to the Most High.